Ned the Great and a detective. This afternoon, I was cleaning up after a big case. I was sitting in my bathtub singing. My dog Sludge was howling. I heard a third sound. The doorbell was ringing. I stood up. I rushed toward to the door. I stopped. Ned the Great was all wet. I grabbed a towel and my detective hat. I answered the door. Pete was there. I have come to see you, he said. Pete's hair covered half himself. I am surprised he sees anything. Why did you come to see me? I asked. Pete didn't answer. Pete doesn't say much. Do you need a detective? I asked. Do you have a case to solve? Pete nodded his head up and down twice. Then he opened his mouth. Right away, hurry, he said. Pete handed me a piece of paper. It was a note for Pip from Rosamond. I knew it would be strange. I read the note. A musical note from Rosamond. Dear Pip, your mother phoned at 4 o'clock. When your lesson is dropped, this is what you have to do. A note step left until you reach the middle. Step up and you will solve his middle. Your piano teacher, Rosamond. I read the note once. I read the note twice. I read it 3 times. Some things get better with time. Rosamond not just got stranger. I could see why Pip needed me. You're taking piano lessons from Rosamond, I asked. Pip nodded his head up and down. At Rosamond's house, I asked. At Rosamond's garage, he said. I went there to take my lesson, but I found this note instead of Rosamond. Do you have any idea what your mother wants to do? At 4 o'clock, I asked. Pip shrugged. Do you know where your mother is? I asked. Pip shrugged again. So what does the note mean? He asked. It means that I, Ned the Great, have a case. I must solve my 4 o'clock. It is 3:10. We don't have much time. I got dressed fast. I wrote a quick note to my mother. Dear Mother, I am on a case. I am learning things now. It is a much better note than the come just read. I'll be back. Love, Ned the Great. We must go to Rosamond Lodge, I said to Pip. Pip, Sludge, and I rushed to Rosamond Lodge. I heard piano music. I knew we were on the right track. I rushed into the garage. I rushed out of the garage. Annie and her dog Fang were in there, sitting on a piano bench, and was playing an old piano. Fang's mouth was wide open. He was getting ready to sing or bite. I didn't want to find our witch, but I had to look for clothes. I went back into the lodge. We peeped and slouched slowly. Annie stopped playing the piano. Fan closed his mouth. I was glad about that. I held up Rosamond's notes. Do you know anything about this? I asked Annie. No, Annie said. And Rosamond isn't here. She went out to buy stars. Stars? Yes. Rosamond tricks a star on you if you have a good music lesson. But now she's late for my lesson. It was supposed to start at 3. Suddenly, Pip spoke. Hey, so what's mine? He said. Rosamond needed more than stars, I said. She needed an appointment book. I turned to Pip. Show me where you found your note. Pip pointed to the music stand, just above the piano keys. Right there, he said. I looked at the piano. It was scratched and sagging and plain, but there was not a clue. I looked around the garage. In the middle of it, I saw some white wooden birds. On top of the old blanket there was a sign on it. It was strange, but it was not a clue. Well, what is? This. Sit down at the piano, Pip, I said, as if you were taking a lesson from Rosamond. Annie moved over. Pip sat down between Annie and Fang. He was brave. I neither great doubt about ever Pip would be if he took some steps to the left. He would be the middle of the garage, deafened with the riddle. Then if he stepped up, he would be on Rosamond's stage. I had solved the case. It was my easiest case. Where was it? Thought, and I sat down on a stage. I was thinking, I would Pip's mother want him on this stage? It was full of splinters. It was not a good place to be. It couldn't be the answer, I thought. We will have to wait for Rosamond to come back and tell us what the note means. Pip spoke up. I already did that. You talk too much, I said. We all wait and waited. How long could it take to show off first stars? Too long. What if Rosamond didn't come back until after 4 o'clock? Suddenly, I saw something shiny. Rosamond walked into the garage, carrying a bag full of stars. She was followed by her 4 cats, sparrows, pigeons, planes, and little hicks. They were covered with stars. I had a Pip note. What does this mean? I asked. Rosamond smiled. Pip's mother phoned with a message. I turned into a music lesson. Pip had 15 minutes of piano lessons, so he should know what my note means. You're a sharp detective, so you should. I also also know what it means. I neither way knows what this means. It means I still have a case to solve. Rosamond grabbed my arm and pulled me over to the piano. How about a piano lesson, she said. Pip, Annie, and Fan got off the bench. Rosamond sat down. I am going to play the scale, starting from me to C. Watch my finger as it moves to the right. No, I said. You'll watch me as I move out of this garage. I am leaving. Rosamond grabbed my arm again. Watch middle C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Rosamond played 8 white notes in a row on her piano. I just play a scale, starting with middle C. She said, got it, May. I need the grade. Got it. But I didn't want it. I tried to sneak out of the garage. Rosamond kept on. See the black knot? A black knot is called a sharp when it's above a white knot, and it's called a flat when it's... Rosamond stopped talking. She got up and put me back to the piano. I am not gone, she said. I gave my cat singing lesson. Do you want them to know more than you do? Do you want them to have more stars than you? Yes, I said. Rosamond pressed a white key near the middle of the keyboard. I knew it was middle C. I need the grade. I'm a fast learner. Scratched me the C. Very good, Rosamond said. Sludge did not think so. He ran out of the garage. Rosamond moved her finger up to the black note above middle C. I knew it was C sharp. This is Big Cat's favorite note, she said. I need the grade did not want to hear Big Cat screech C sharp. I ran after Sludge. Pip ran after me. Rosamond ran after Pip and me. You owe me 5 cents for the piano lesson, she said to me. Then I should reach for Pip. It's time for your lesson. You only have until 4 o'clock. Pip turned, looked 2 steps, and tripped over Sludge. Rosamond pulled a hairbrush out of the pocketbook. She brushed Pip's hair back from his eyes. Now you can see where you're going, she said. I said, I will be back when I solve the case. I turned to Sludge. We must look for musical clues. We have to go where there is music. Sludge ran ahead. I knew where he was going. 5 minutes later, we were at the band concert in the park. Sludge and I sat down under a tree. We have to listen hard, I said. We have to use our ears and our eyes. Sludge got up. He took 1 step to the left. He took 1 step to the right. He stepped backward and forward. Sludge was dancing to the music. Sludge was not dancing to the music. A bee was after Sludge. I went to the rescue him. Now the bee was after me. The bee buzzed away. Let's go home, Sludge, I said. I needed pancakes. Pancakes help me think. Sludge and I start to walk home. We walked fast. I only had until 4 o'clock to solve his case. Did I have any good clues? I had a strange musical note that told Pip what he had to do at 4 o'clock. But if he did it, he would still be in Rosamond's garage. I did not see or hear any clues in her garage. All I got was a strange piano lesson. I did not see or hear any clues, and the band concert. All I got was a buzzing bee after Sludge and me. I kept thinking and walking. I had to take this case one step at a time. One step at a time? I looked at Sludge. Sludge, you're a genius. Your dance steps that wasn't dance steps. At the band concert. Have just solved the case? Sludge and I took giant steps back to Rosamond's garage. We stepped inside. He was playing the piano. Rosamond was learning over him. And then are watching. Stop the music, I said. I need the grade. Have solved your case, Pip. Please get up. Step left to the middle of the garage and step up. Pip followed my direction. I am on the stage, he said. And I let the grade say, that's where your mother wants you to be at 4 o'clock. Why? Pip asked. I said. When Sludge and I were at the concert in the park, I thought I saw Sludge to dance steps. Then gave me the answer to this case. I do not get it, Pip said. I will explain what I said. Rosamond gives piano lesson to you and Annie. Rosamond gives singing lesson to her cat. So Rosamond gives different kind of lessons. So what? Pip said. I need the grades say that the steps in Rosamond's note are a double clue. Ordinary steps to get to the stage and dance steps after you get there. At 4 o'clock, your mother wants to start talking dancing lesson from Rosamond. Rosamond clapped her hand. That's a wonderful idea, but it's the wrong answer to this case. I look at Sludge. He wasn't a genius yet. Maybe later. I will be back, I said. Sludge and I rushed out of the garage and went home. It was getting close to 4 o'clock. There was time only for quick pancakes. I gave Sludge a bone. I had to eat fast and think faster, Rosamond said. I was a sheriff detective, but this case had fallen as flat as my pancakes. Rosamond said that Pip should know what her note meant because he had taken piano lessons. But what after the steps? I knew they were not the steps. And suddenly I knew more. Pip was supposed to take the steps on the piano. I looked at Rosamond's note again. She had underlined the word a note. Why did I underline them? Because it might mean something. It meant on a note on the piano. I, little Gray, knew where a note was. I, too, had taken a piano lesson from Rosamond. I got a piece of paper and a pencil. I drew a picture of the piano keys that Rosamond had used to play the scale. It is a sharp, the black one. Then I put my finger on the note. I moved my finger to the left. I kept going until I reached middle C, the middle of the riddle. So if Pip stepped off from the middle with his finger, where would he be? He would be at C sharp, Becca's favorite note. The answer to Rosamond's riddle was C sharp. I, little Gray, had the answer to this case at last. Only one problem was left. I did not know what the answer meant. And I had only 5 minutes left to find out. I looked at Sloth and he was happy eating his bun. This had not been a good case for Sloth. He had almost been stung by a bee, and Pip had tripped over him. How could Pip trip over a dog? Pip covered half his face. It's hard for him to see anything. I knew that from the beginning, but at last I knew it was important. Sloth had helped with the case after all. He had let himself be tripped over. So then I rushed over to Rosamond Gray Road. We walked in. Pip was playing the piano. Rosamond was teaching the cat or singing. I said, I, little Gray, have solved the case. The answer to the riddle is a piano note. The note is C sharp. At 4 o'clock, Pip is going to C sharp. Pip spoke up. What do you mean? You are going to get a haircut. I thought, so you will C sharp, right, Rosamond? Right, Rosamond said. Pip's mother said, she is taking her haircut, but I like the idea of dancing lesson better. So I do, Pip said. I hate haircuts. Pip stopped talking. Pip started running. Pip started tripping. He really needed a haircut. He fell over Sparks. Sparks scratched little C. I picked up Pip. Rosamond picked up Sparks. case was over, I reached into my pocket, pulled out 5 cents, and gave it to Rosamond. Then Flood and I left the garage, walked to the street, turned. As her home I was singing, Flood was howling. I hear other sound, bell were swimming for o'clock. Extra fun activities. The end.